Haggaday Lee. Mate, here's your system basically sort of done and working. We'll start over here. We've got Serbo GX here, which is along with the touch screen. That's a replacement for the colour control these days. So that gives you your full monitoring. At the moment we're showing 6 watts load off the inverter because I've got nothing in it. The solar's doing 25 watts, and the battery's at 96% in this case, so it's just kind of yeah, pretty much just doing some cell balancing at the moment. Here's the board I've made. Charge controller on the front there. All your breakers are in here. I've just got to put some labels for those guys. You've got AC in, AC out. You've got your 24 to 12 volt converter. That's circuit breaker to turn that on. If I flick that guy up, down here I've got an Anderson plug, and that will be 12 volts out. So there'll be 12 volts coming off there now for your lights and water pumps, etc. I've put all these on a like an Anderson plug as well. So that's your main battery connections from here. That's your main battery inverter, battery breaker into the inverter. The 240 as well. These connectors here, there's a little button there that presses in, and then they'll pop out. Same on this end, so that there's one is AC in and one's AC out. So you can't mix them up, you can't get them wrong. So that'll just plug and play. The other one coming out of the inverter is this blue data lead, so that comes in on the top here of the Serbo GX, and that goes into what's called VE bus. The other one that comes in on the top is a little black one called VE direct. It's plugged into number 3, but any one of them. So this little black lead, that comes off the bottom of the charge controller here to provide data from this guy up to here. We've also got this lead here, which is HDMI and a USB. So the USB simply provides power to the colour screen, nothing else, and then all the data obviously is over the HDMI lead. Oh, I might have yeah, knocked that out. So it'll just plug in there. It's hard to watch what I'm doing on screen. There we are. That should come back in a sec. Yep, there we go. So the battery one comes in on that very left end. So that one there is BMS CAN. So that's the BMS from the battery system. So this lead here comes across into your Pylon Tech lithium battery. I've got 2 set up on the bench here just to play with, so they daisy chain. So if you ever get a second, that just daisy chains like that on the positive and negative. You take the positive off one, negative off the other if you've got a couple of batteries. If you just got the one battery, obviously just off one positive and one negative. When you're daisy chaining batteries, you come off of this RS485 out, and then in on the bottom, out on the top, you know, into the bottom of the next one, and so on and so forth. But you'll just have that lead there only. And yeah, and that's your system. I might shut it. I'll start another video and I'll do a shutdown and restart for you, so you get to see how that happens. Oh, well, I'll do a shutdown now actually. So shutdown, simply turn that off. Come over here, turn off your 12 volts, turn off the MPPT, turn off the solar panels, turn off the main battery, and you can also turn off your AC output if you like. The first one's AC in, which would be a shore power in, and that'll sort of hold up for a bit until all the electrons fall out, and it'll all go to sleep. Oh, hang on, no it won't, because I haven't turned the batteries off yet. So simply off, off, and there we are, system shut down. Now to start it back up, we're going to switch on, in your case just one battery, and nothing's happened. So now you press the red button, just one quick press, and there we are. It all starts flashing into life. It'll do some self-checks and a few bits and things like that, and then eventually it'll kick back in, and if we wait a moment we can see some powers come on because we've got lights flashing on the servo. Another minute or so the touchscreen will wake up, and the system will be up and running again. So let that happen, and then yeah, so we got full power back on. We got the touchscreen booting up, and if we come over here, then you can turn on your main battery breaker. Well, turn on our 2 for the solar and our 12 volts as well, and then switch on your inverter. And now you've got 240 to the bus. And there we go. All right, mate. So that's kind of it. I've just got mounted a lump of wood there at the moment, but obviously I'll separate those, box them up. Oh, hang on. Yeah, so coming in on the top, I've got a couple of solar leads there, positive and negative. They'll come down. You got your main battery leads, positive and negative. Well, you'll have to wire your own in there. This is this CMS stuff. You can see that just plugs straight into the back of the power points. So I'll remove that because you're going to do your own. There's a main earth lead here, so your Sparky will have to fit that off to you know, the bus body somewhere, the bus chassis. And then this black one here, if I can get it out, excuse. So that's that. That will be input from the Phoenix inverter for alternator charging. So yeah, that's about it. All right, mate. If you got any questions, just give me a hoy.